This is Tristan da Cunha, the most isolated inhabited island on Earth, located in the middle of the South Atlantic Ocean. Surrounded by nothing but water, it lies thousands of kilometers away from modern civilization, so remote that there are practically no nearby cities or countries. The closest inhabited place is St. Helena Island, about 1,500 miles away. But interestingly, St. Helena itself is extremely isolated. If we talk about the mainland, the nearest country is South Africa, with Cape Town located roughly another 250 miles away. There is no airport on this island. The only way to reach it is by sea, a long ship journey of about 6 days from Cape Town. But isolation does not end here. In the South Pacific Ocean, the Pitcairn Islands are similarly remote. And if we move away from islands, on the eastern edge of Greenland, there is a small town that can only be reached by first traveling to Iceland, then taking a flight that operates only once or twice a week to Greenland's coast. Even then, the journey is not over. From there, one must travel about 25 miles by helicopter or snowmobile to finally reach the town. Naturally, a question arises. How does life actually function in places this isolated? Do only scientists stay here temporarily, or do ordinary people really live here voluntarily for years, far away from civilization? How do they survive? How does daily life work? In today's video, we will explore all of this, so please watch the video till the end. And new friends, don't forget to press the subscribe button and select the bell icon. The farther we move away from the world, the more our familiar rules stop working properly. These places are not independent countries, and that is exactly the biggest reason they have survived. Tristan da Cunha and the Pitcairn Islands are both British overseas territories. Because they are under British administration, they receive millions of dollars in government aid every year. This money is used for roads, ports, electricity, infrastructure maintenance, government salaries, education, healthcare, and even emergency disaster response. Speaking of disasters, in 1961, Tristan da Cunha experienced a massive volcanic eruption. The situation became so severe that the entire population had to be evacuated to England for almost 2 years. Places like these do not have strong self-sustaining systems. They lack sufficient population and rely heavily on external support. Without government assistance, these settlements would collapse very quickly. Greenland's remote towns operate differently. Greenland is an autonomous territory under the Kingdom of Denmark. Every year, Denmark provides around 500 million euros to Greenland, which is spent on essential services like healthcare and education. This amount makes up more than half of Greenland's government budget and nearly 20% of its GDP. Greenland itself decides how this money is used, which allows even the most remote small towns to benefit. One major challenge in these places is how essential supplies arrive. We usually go to a store or order online, and within 2 days, items arrive at our doorstep. But for Tristan da Cunha, with a population of only about 240 people, it is completely different. The island has only one settlement, Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, and there is a single store. That store only sells whatever was brought by the last ship, and ships arrive only 8 to 10 times a year. Large ships cannot dock at the island's only harbor, Calshot Harbor, because it is small and shallow. So big ships anchor offshore, and supplies are brought in by small boats. But even that is only possible when the sea is calm. The island is located in the Roaring Forties, a dangerous oceanic region known for strong winds and rough waves throughout the year. Many times, ships arrive but cannot unload for days due to bad weather. If you forget to order something or if ships cannot dock, you may have to wait weeks or even months. The situation on Pitcairn Island is similar. On average, a cargo ship arrives only once every 3 months, and all supplies must be carried up steep mountain paths to the main settlement. In Greenland's remote town, the challenges are different. There is no open ocean surrounding it. During winter, the sea freezes completely, shutting down sea routes for nearly 3/4 of the year. As a result, supplies mainly arrive by air, but there is no airport near the town. The closest airstrip is about 25 miles away.
Large supplies like fuel arrive only once or twice a year during the short summer period when the ice temporarily melts. So how do people actually earn a living in these places? In the waters around Tristan da Cunha, a special species of lobster is found, known as the Tristan rock lobster. This is the island's only significant private industry. The lobsters are processed and frozen on the island, then shipped to Cape Town and exported to countries like the United States and Japan. Each family on the island is given its own plot of land to farm, and livestock graze on shared land. Surprisingly, residents do not pay any taxes. However, the government earns revenue through fishing license fees, stamp sales to collectors, and limited tourism. On Pitcairn Island, the population is even smaller, around 50 people. There are no factories, but the land is extremely fertile and fish are abundant. Most families produce their own food. The main industry here is honey. Pitcairn's bees are unique because the island is so isolated that diseases affecting bees elsewhere in the world have never reached here. As a result, Pitcairn honey is recognized as 100% natural and disease-free and is marketed as one of the rarest and purest honeys in the world. Stamp sales are also a small but important source of income, highly valued by collectors due to the island's extreme isolation. In Greenland, although the population is relatively larger, traditional lifestyles still dominate. For generations, local people have relied on hunting whales and polar bears for survival. Even today, this remains an important part of their culture and economy. Tourism is also slowly becoming significant. Harsh environments, unique cultures, and breathtaking natural scenery attract visitors. In reality, tourism is the only notable private source of income there. But what about the future? Surprisingly, each of these three places has a very different future plan. For Tristan da Cunha, the goal is preservation, not growth. The population has remained nearly the same for decades. The United Kingdom views the island as a place that must survive, even if it is not economically profitable. Modernization is ongoing. Old hospitals are being replaced with modern healthcare facilities. The goal is clear. Tristan da Cunha will not grow, but it will survive. For Pitcairn Island, the UK's approach is very different. Only minimal services are maintained. Legal responsibilities are fulfilled and residents are protected, but there is no strong effort to sustain the settlement long-term. Control is gradually being reduced. There is no hospital, and in emergencies, it takes at least 2 days by ship to reach the nearest hospital. The situation in Greenland is even more concerning. This town is not an overseas territory. It is directly part of Greenland. One might assume special measures would be taken to preserve it, but reality is different. Just 9 miles away, there was another settlement called Cape Hope that was abandoned in 2005. This makes the future of the town uncertain. Support will continue as long as people remain. Climate change is making things even more complex. As ice retreats, it becomes easier for tourist ships to arrive, but traditional hunting-based lifestyles are being damaged. The movement patterns of polar bears and seals are changing, threatening a way of life that has survived for centuries. Another major issue in all three places is the younger generation. Most residents are elderly. On Pitcairn Island, there are reportedly more pensioners than working-age people. There's nothing much for young people to do. On Tristan da Cunha, entertainment consists of a single pub called the Albatross Bar. But the biggest problem is education. These places usually have only one school, which goes up to age 15 or 16. After that, students must leave. Tristan da Cunha students go to the UK or South Africa. Pitcairn kids go to New Zealand, and students from this Greenland town go to Nuuk or Denmark. Leaving is not a choice, it's part of life. Once people go out, many do not want to return. Outside, they find jobs, friends, freedom, and opportunities these small settlements cannot offer. Returning means giving everything up. Relationships are even difficult. On Tristan da Cunha, only 240 people live there, all descended from just 15 original settlers. The entire island has only 7 surnames. Everyone is related. Medical researchers have found that nearly half of the population suffers from asthma. traced back to genes from just 3 original settlers. Pitcairn's situation is even worse, with only 4 or 5 families left. Finding a life partner without leaving the island is practically impossible. Yet, despite everything, people have stayed. After the 1961 volcanic eruption, Tristan da Cunha's residents could have stayed in England permanently. They had every opportunity, but most chose to return. These settlements still exist, but the reality is that gradual decline is inevitable. Pitcairn has offered free land and houses to attract new residents, but almost no one agrees, and that's understandable. If beautiful villages in Italy or Spain struggle to attract people, who would want to take a 32-hour ship journey from Tahiti? As the world becomes more connected, the future of these isolated places becomes more difficult. They are not just fighting distance, they are fighting time itself.
How do you feel about this way of life? Would you choose such a lonely existence? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next episode. Thank you.